Preview.
So, like I've been saying, it is incumbent upon the youth of this country that we must come to the national decision making table and contribute our quota to make sure that this country gets the best that it deserves. We cannot sit back and watch. All our regions have potentials for transformation. If you go to the northern region, there's shea butter. We know the value of shea butter. We know groundnuts, what groundnuts can do for this nation. We know what grains, anything we put in our soil in the northern region comes up. In the southern region, our forested areas, we know what we can do with our forest and our timber. We know what extent we can do with our gold. Currently, I've been advocating what we can do with oil palm. We can go back and pick the Malaysian example and set up an oil palm board in order to copy just like the gold board so that we get the full benefits of oil palm here in Ghana. We have history to make. We have a focus to keep. We have a constitution to keep, especially in chapter 6 of our national constitution in the Fourth Republic, directive principles of state policy. That one gives us a lot of work, and we must sit up and rise up to the challenge of making sure that we succeed with our constitution. It's been 33 years, and like I said, many more young people have had the opportunity to go into our national politics. On the NDC side, currently you have Dr. Omani Boama. Kofi Omani Boama is the defense minister. He's a regimented person. He's disciplined, so you can see it in what he does. Then you have other young people like Okujetu Ablakwa, who is also the Minister for Foreign Affairs. He has been Deputy Minister before, like Kofi Omani Boama. He has gotten the chance again. He's at the Foreign Ministry. You can see his works. You have many more young people who have in government. You have the Gold Board Chief Executive Officer, Sami Jemfi, who is there. He was crediting himself very, very well. It's a new board that has just come up, but you can see their intention and what they have done in these short times. Erika J, he also National Entrepreneurial and Innovative Program is also there. Many more young persons. Ruth De La Sedo, the National Service Deputy CEO, they are all there. They have gotten opportunity, especially under John Dramani Mahama. John Dramani Mahama himself was barely 42 years old when he was made minister in this country. He has credited himself well. He has risen to the ranks. Today, he rose to the ranks to become vice president and became president. So many more young people have been given opportunity. I will admonish that as a young person, when you get the chance to go into national politics, use your time profitably well. Don't create a crime scene. I don't want to mention names. There's a political party that has been in power. When they give opportunity to their young people, what they do is to create a crime scene and steal from the opportunity they get and call themselves rich men and flaunt themselves over us. Sometimes it is insulting, to say the least. And I don't want us to go into that direction. I want to encourage many more young people who get the opportunity to serve this country, to serve well, to serve and live for others, because the future is for the next generation, and we must make this country better and make it better for the next generation to enjoy. As we live, we must know what we do to our environment. We must not destroy our environment. We must not cause the young people to go into Galamsey to destroy our environment and extract the minerals and go and sell it and not use the money for anything. The nation must be conscious of what gold can do for us. We must be conscious of our river bodies. We must be conscious of our forests and our flora and fauna. Look, game, what we call hunting alone. If you know the turnover in hunting alone, bushmeat, what it can do for us as a nation, the turnover, the millions of dollars, we must protect our environment as a people. As young people, when you see people destroying the environment, you must rise up to the challenge. As young people, when you give people opportunity to serve and they are not doing the right thing, we must raise our voices and speak up and be heard and say the right things so that the right things will be done. We must not see ourselves as youthfully exuberant and misuse the opportunity we get as young people when we are given the opportunity to serve our nation. Arise, Ghana youth, for this country. The nation demands your support. This is the time we must rally round. Almost everything at this time, because of the way the country was governed in the past 8 years, has gone down. But there's opportunity to raise it. There's opportunity to live above reproach. There's opportunity to take us out of the quagmire in which we are in. And I'm sure this government that has come to power has set the tone. They have set the tone clearly. They are working. It means that there are solutions to our problems, and it needs commitment. It needs leadership, and we have seen it. And we're happy. We pray that they continue to do what they are doing and do it well so that we succeed. This is the first time in the history of this country that we have opened the cocoa season with an appreciating city. It has never happened in Ghana's history before. We will find time to talk about it. And something very interesting too that is happening on the transportation sector. At first, when we were buying fuel at 17 cedis per litre, we were taking 10 cedis from Kaneshie to Kaswa. Today, it has come to 13 cedis. We have heard that the transport unions have rather increased fares because government has decided to put a 1 cedi levy on the litre, which came to almost 11 cedi or 12 cedi. So they have gone above, way above their 10 cedi that were taken even when the dollar was 17 cedis. How is that possible? We have to reason, we have to think. That is why many more young people must go into driving and drive this nation, drive our goods and services at reasonable prices that will not complain. I've said it, we have oil. What are inputs that go into transportation? Once we have oil, let's direct the oil to our refinery and make sure we get downstream all the products that we need here, even if it's at 50%, so that the prices will go down. And then our roads, which are bad, very bad state. In the last regime, we heard of roads that were being done. They say we are not seeing and opening our eyes and not hearing well. But if you go down the ground, we can't see the roads. The roads are bad. Look at the main Accra-Kumasi road. That central team that goes from Accra to Tamale. Look at the state of the road. So poor. So we have to raise our heads. And like I said, cocoa farmers are the people who are laughing at this time. We have moved the cocoa price from $3,100 to $5,040, an increment of over $1,900. It has never happened in this country before. On the back of an appreciation of the cedi, where inflation has gone down by 40%, where goods and services are also reducing. So it tells you, and the government didn't only pay the cocoa farmer in cash. They have also decided to pay in kind. And in kind, not like the old time where they were buying fertilizer. Now the fertilizer is free. You have the liquid and granular one. It's free. They are going to give them spraying machines to go and spray their cocoa farms. That one too is free. Then they are going to give them inducers, flour inducers to help them, and other inputs that are coming in kind to support cocoa farming in Ghana. I've said it. It has never happened before. So let's rise up as youth of this country. Let us take part in the national economy. If it is cocoa farming we find ourselves in, let us go, we look at our fathers and grandfathers, we see they are aging. Let us take up the job of cocoa farming. Let's put Galamsey behind us, and let's rather go into cocoa farming. It has brought a lot of money on the dining table of the state. Then let's look at our resource wealth. Ourselves, when we go to school, let's take our education seriously. Whatever we learn, if it's about skills training, let's acquire the skills well. Today, best practices are all over. Artificial intelligence is also there. We can learn on the net whatever we need to do. Let's quickly catch up on the knowledge gap as a people. Then physically, we must keep fit, because a healthy body will bring about the wealth as a nation. When we are sick, we cannot work. When we are sick, we cannot be productive. So let's take our health first as young people and consider what we do with our bodies. Let's consider what goes inside us. Let's consider what we put in our brain, the food we eat, and how well we exercise to keep fit. Say a healthy body and a healthy mind will grow a wealthy nation. Then apart from that, what do we do as young people? How do we find jobs in this economy? Jobs are almost absent. So how do we avail ourselves in order that we get jobs to do? When we get jobs to do, we will earn incomes. When we earn incomes and we save, we'll be able to, like I said, start a family. The family is the basic unit of every country. If America has succeeded, it is this family system. If the British have succeeded, it is this family system. It is incumbent upon us to find jobs, save, and be able to start a family that will, 2 or 3 people, like we have been procreated, so that this country will continue with this next generation. And like I said, Alistair Nelson TV is always available. We're on YouTube at Alistair Nelson TV. We're on Facebook. We're also on TikTok on Alistair Nelson. Keep watching. I'm your host, Alistair Tyrone Nelson.
Preview.